Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph from Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, Tanzania. I'm representing the UNISEC Tanzania. Um, I will try my best to stick in the given time of 10 minutes. And in my talk, I have 4 proposals, mission ideas, and I will go through each one of them very quickly and then finalize the presentation. So the first mission is about water level monitoring. The justification behind this mission proposal is that Tanzania is one of a few countries in Africa that has a lot of water bodies, including rivers and lakes. And we have what we call water basins, as you can see on the map. So we have 9 water basins that are basically used to supply clean water to various towns and cities. And also they are used for various socio-economic activities, including agriculture. But due to climate change and torrential rains, sometimes these basins can cause flooding in some areas. Therefore, it's very, very important to do water level monitoring to gather informations that can provide early warning, that can help to make some decisions, that can also guide on policy issues, including food securities, disaster risk management, and water resource management. So that's the first mission. And we will basically be monitoring the water levels. The objective is to predict the water levels in basins and rivers for modeling, decision making, and providing early warning in case of flooding. The users, we expect the data to be used by ministries, particularly the Ministry of Agriculture. And we have also Tanzania water bodies. We have the Prime Minister's Rapid Disaster Response Unity and the researchers. So that's the first mission. The second mission is soil monitoring for agriculture. As you can see on the map, Tanzania is having a large area of land that's fertile and arable, and we grow different types of crops in different parts of the country. And so we have areas we grow coffee, scissors, cottons, and so on and so forth, as you can see on the map. So agriculture actually contributes to about 20% of the national GDP. And however, the challenge we have is that we mainly depend on rain and seasons, and also due to the effect of climate changes that affects the weather patterns and rain seasons. So this is also basically affecting the productivities, agricultural productivities. And also we have some limitations in terms of technologies for farming and so on and so forth. Therefore, we propose that we do monitoring of vital soil information to help farmers and extension officers to make informed decisions and improve agricultural productivities. So the mission is to measure soil vital information such as soil moisture, soil temperature, pH level, and the soil organic compositions. And this information will be very helpful for farmers, extension officers, and ultimately it will help improving the agricultural sector and the productivity. And the expected user for this mission will be the Ministry of Agriculture and the extension officers and the farmers. The third mission actually looks similar to what Botswana presented, monitoring of elephants. As you can see on the map, on the top part, the greenish part, that actually is the presence of elephants in Tanzania. So we have many national parks, and most of the national parks they have elephants. So for more or less same reasons that was stated by Botswana, there is a need to monitor the movement of these elephants. And luckily, the Tanzania has initiatives of what we call Tanzania Elephant Management and Action Plan 2023-2033. And it's clearly stated that we need to do monitoring of elephant movements. So less work has been done on monitoring of elephant movements, and therefore this calls for this mission. So the mission is basically to monitor elephants, and the purpose is to make sure that we monitor the elephant populations, the behavior, and the habitat conditions. And this information will be very useful in decision makings, and also will improve the tourisms, especially if we want to know the whereabouts of the elephants. We expect the data will be used by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism. And also we have the tourism boards, we have Tanzania National Parks. And so these are the potential users of the data, and it will all actually support the action plan that is already drawn. The last mission is the monitoring of communication towers. I think Tanzania, the large percentage of the population of Tanzanians are living in rural areas. And some of these rural areas are very, very remote, and they have less access to essential services such as the main grids. So Tanzania has a strategy of ensuring that the entire population has access to communication services. And due to that, the government has set up a special agency. It's called Universal Communication Service Access Fund, to mobilize funds to make sure that they subsidize the cost of communication infrastructure, such as communication towers, to encourage service providers to provide communication services in these rural areas that have raised commercial interest for providers, network providers. So very often these communication towers, they run on generators and sometimes renewable energies. So there is a need to monitor them to know the status and the operational conditions. So the mission is to do real-time monitoring of these infrastructure, communication infrastructure. And the purpose is to make sure that we get the real-time status, to make sure that we provide reliable communications, and we provide emergency responses, and also increase the resilience of these communication infrastructures. And we expect, if this mission is achieved, the Ministry of Communication and the Universal Communication Access Fund will be the beneficiaries of this project. I can, as you can see on this picture here, one of the projects that are under Universal Communication Access Fund is expecting to set up more than 700 towers, and they have already set up 53%, and they are yet to set up others. But monitoring of these is still a challenge, so that's why we think having this mission is going to be very useful. To conclude my presentation, we have preliminarily engaged all the key stakeholders, the users of the data, but we will still need to do more engagement, as Professor has highlighted in the opening remarks. But the other thing we have noted is that we think there is a need moving forward to see how we can harmonize some of these missions, because I see there are a lot of similarities of our missions, like the Botswana, the Gambia, and so many other countries, the Morocco and so on. So we invite all UNISEC members to collaborate with us in realizing these missions to address the stated challenges. Thank you very much.